Okay, it will be covering 3, possibly 5, yes, jumping 4, controversial, yes, I said that correctly, controversial topics. Homosexuality, wow, homosexuality, interracial dating, and racism. And possibly religion. Still deciding. Okay, so let's start with homosexuality. There's no problem with it. Simple as that. There's no violent financial, economic problem with homosexuality. There's simply no problem with it. It does not affect the United States in any negative way. It does not make taxes go up. It does not make jobs harder to find. It doesn't cripple the nation in any way. So there's really no problem with it. Now, the more obvious topic, marriage of homosexuality. Now, the marriage, now regardless of religion, which I'll get to later, the word marriage, if you look it up, it says man and woman. Now, I understand some men with boyfriends want to get married, but you cannot bend the definition of a word just because you want to, or just because you have beef with religion. You can't. It's like saying black is white. You simply cannot bend the word that is placed. Let's say blarg meant everything and anything. Then someone that doesn't like it can come along and say, well, it means everything and anything except for this. No. I made the word. I made the definition. Don't screw it around. It is a word. You cannot change the meaning of a word. You cannot make box mean house. You just can't. Now, if you want to make a new word, which there is, civil union, I believe it is. Yes. Actually, if I got that wrong, you can correct me. But I believe it's civil union. That's a word. That doesn't mean marriage. That does not mean man and woman, if that's the case. So a man and woman cannot have a civil union. And meaning, now you can make it man and man, civil union, the whole 9 yards. You can make it, whatever. Have a new word, except for marriage, and make it mean man and man, and you can give it the same bodily definition as marriage, through sickness and through health, till death do us part. Whatever. Don't care. You can have whatever word you want. But you cannot change a word that has been throughout history. You cannot change its meaning. It means man and woman. Leave it at that. Find a new word. Use that. Simple. Not because of religion, just because you cannot change the definition of a word. You can't. And the definition is man and woman. Okay. Interracial dating. This is more because I don't like it all that much. It annoys me. And it's not how I was brought up, because most people say, oh, it's how your family was raised, or whatever. No, it's just more of a comfort thing. If I see a black guy with a white girl, I would never date that white girl because of it. And I've turned down a couple of girls because they've dated black guys. And it's more of a standard moral thing. Like, I just don't see it as comfortable. And most of the time, in the whole racism thing, we'll get to that later, there is a big difference between black people and niggas. Make that very clear. I'm from Newburgh, New York, and I cannot say I'm some southern jackass who, doesn't know shit. I've been born in the hood. I know all about it. And there's a big difference between black people and niggas. Niggas are ignorant most of the time, 95% of the time, very, very low educated, stubborn lawbreakers who simply don't give a shit about society to begin with. So they don't help anything. Black people, in my eyes, are people who establish themselves and actually try to make something out of their life. Now, if I see a white girl with a nigga, I immediately shrug, throw up on the inside a little bit, and turn away. Maybe give her and him a nasty look. I don't know, I've done it before, I don't care. Because it's just a comfort thing. Mexicans, it's a little different, I don't know why. Like, if I see a Puerto Rican with a white girl, it's not as weird. I don't mind as much. But the whole black person with a white girl, it's weird. And I wouldn't blame a black guy if he got mad at a white guy for dating a black girl. I would never date a black girl. And unfortunately, the way that everything is, white girls, slutty white girls, get along with black guys more than black girls get along with white guys. It's just the way it is. And that's why you don't see that many black girl and white guy relationships. And another problem with it is that majority of the time, in the couple of cases I've seen, friends who had their parents white and black, the guy who's black either got arrested before, like, multiple times throughout the kids being brought up, or they leave them as soon as they get pregnant. So that's not a good rap sheet either. White guys don't do that as much as black people. So... And, oh, you can't say black people. Also, white people, brown people, black people. Get over it. It's a color. It's simply a color. I am white. If there was a black person, he is black. Simple. You can't say African American because he might be Jamaican, and I know Jamaicans who take offense to be called African American. Get over it. And Caucasian is just stupid. Call me white. So, interracial dating, there's that. Racism. Now, racism has been used way too loosely nowadays. If you call a black guy black, or you people, as meaning a couple of black people, or a couple of white people, black people will take more offense to that. And they say, oh, you're racist. No, because the definition of racist means believing that one whole race is better than a whole nother race. That's like saying believing white entirely is better than black. Wrong. You can't say that I'm racist for saying you people, because that's not saying that my race is completely better than your race, because it's a whole superiority thing, which is not the case. In some aspects, like, a white person may be better than a black person throughout history for some reason or another. Yeah, I can compare that to the educational system, white people's GEDs to black people's GEDs. White people have more GEDs than black people, so in that I can say that white people in the majority case have better education than black people. I'm using intelligence, I'm not racist. So, get over with that. And plus, there's more white people in college than black people. Even though black people get a scapegoat when it comes to college, they get a pardon, so do Mexicans. It's better and it's cheaper for them to get into college, which is bullshit. I believe in equal rights highly, and that's complete bullshit. Racism, I believe that with the whole racism thing, there is an inferior part of every race. There are the rednecks of the whites. There are the niggas of the blacks. There is if you look at every race, there's a bad section of them. I can't think of one for Mexicans off the top of my head. I don't think they have a name. There's just like the gang member, all that crap. So you got the KKK of the white, you got the Bloods and the Crips of the black, and you got the Vatos Locos MS-13 of the Mexicans. That's a subdivision of the race. We're up here, they're down there. Simple as that. And so it's not just racist against them. There is a inferior part of every single race. There just is. There's an inferior part of white. There's rednecks, there's the snobby white rich, there's me, middle class white. So you got, ignorant people of every race. So it's kind of stupid. And I'm not racist. I just dislike niggas. I also dislike rednecks. And I also dislike that section of Mexican or Puerto Rican or more bundled up Spanish. So, that established. Let's go on to religion. Okay, I am an atheist to an extent. I believe because I made a deal. Now, if I never made the deal, I'd still believe that there is no God. But I believe there is some form of God. Doesn't matter whether he gives a damn about me or not. There's no thing with that. It's just he could give a shit, he might not give a shit, whatever. I don't care. I just made a deal that I have to believe in some form of higher power or some form of top dog. Whatever. I don't care if his name is Apollo, Zeus, anything. I don't give a shit. So, now, other than that, atheism is winning. Just saying. Because we are not believing in fairy tales and, dragons and unicorns and voodoo magic. Actually, voodoo kind of looks kind of scary because that might be possible. Because I've seen some funky deery shit. Ghosts are real. Because I've seen ghosts. I know ghosts are real. I know entities are real. So, religion is just a bureaucracy between humans and God. That's what religion is. It's a bureaucracy. And religion is more corrupt than anything else I've seen. And religion takes in billions and billions and billions of dollars per year. And they don't believe in evolution. Even creation. Well, now bishops are starting to believe in evolution because evolution has become apparent since 2008 when someone finally frickin' proved that we have a fused chromosome. Monkeys have 48 chromosomes. We have 46. We found a fused chromosome, which means at one point in time it was at 48, which means we are related to the monkey. Get over it. You're a monkey. I'm a monkey. Get over it. If you want the video, I'll put a link in the description below for the video so you can look at that on evolution. Evolution's real. It's been proven. It's done. Over. There is no Adam and Eve. It's over. Give up. That's established. Religion is just a man. Honestly, it's sickening how religion gets their people because they force it into people. They don't give them an option, just like Muslims. The penalty for apostasy, which is leaving, is death. If you leave, you die. No. Not good. And so, just in that, religion is just bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. If it helps you be a better person, fine. But don't actually believe half that shit is real. Because it's been proven not to. And even religious people say, well, you believe this, but you don't believe that. That's, no, we don't believe that anymore. Oh, we believe this now. New Testament, Old Testament, no, New Testament. It's bullshit. Over and done with. So, if you want to argue with religion, just do this below, because I'm better at typing and all this stuff, because there's a lot of sick parts of the Bible that you probably don't know about. The massive amount of sexism and racism inside of the Bible. And you got stupid new people like the Mormons, who are the most annoying people in the world. And we'll just establish that in the comments. If you got a problem with it, comment. Okay. So we established everything. And I'm moving my hands around because I'm fucking Italian, and that's what Italians do. Get over it. Yes, that is all. I'm Tiny Gun. Wow, did I say really Tiny Guns? I'm Tommy Guns, and I'm signing off.